Hi.
Oh, hi,
What's
little
what's
geese.
there? Yeah,
Hurley.
Harley,
Mhm.
this guy.
Yeah, he's in Florida.
Hey, what's the temperature in Florida, Harley?
Oh, it's high 70s, low 80s right now.
Wow, 70s and 80s. Wow, summer, summer.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, everybody. Look at these spring tulips, all for us.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
it's pretty.
Oh, beautiful,
How
beautiful.
pretty.
Spring tulips.
What? They're, oh my gosh. Where did you get them? Out of your garden?
Oh, no, but my little tulips are starting to poke through with the ones the squirrels and other little critters haven't chewed on. But these are from, we were in Bayfield and they came
Oh.
from Ashland, actually.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And hi, Carol Giesecke.
Hello, Leda.
Hello.
The co-op has had tulips for sale for a couple weeks at least, and they sure do look pretty just seeing them there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the cat. Look at her cat.
Yeah.
What's the cat's name? Yeah.
This is comfort, comfy.
Yes.
Come.
What's the cat?
Comfort.
Comfort. Comfy. Comfy. Comfy looks good.
Yeah. I've only been up a little bit because I didn't get to bed to sleep till about 5:30. So
Oh, no.
yeah, it's early. It's first loving of the day.
Yeah,
Much needed.
much needed.
Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen.
I
Yeah.
think we should start.
Okay.
And, oh, it's on record right now. Okay, oh gosh. Okay. Well, I would like to say welcome everyone to Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. And I want to thank Virginia again for being our speaker. Thank you, Virginia. Your awesome messages.
Anytime.
Yeah. Okay, I'd like to read our statement of intent that we continue to be fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. And by using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church community where we can worship the God of our own understanding, to experience joy and be uplifted, to gain strength and inspiration we can share with others throughout the week. We invite you to join us in the celebration of life, to nourish your spirit, and to enjoy the community of kindred souls. Very nice. I would like to, I didn't do this prayer I want to give, first of all, I missed it. Carol Carey, bad. Okay. I give thanks to Mother, Father, God for bringing us all together as we support each other in the knowing we are directed and supported through the love and power of God. Okay. So with that, I'm just going to ask if there's any announcements at this time.
I would
Everybody have-
like to say something.
Okay.
Oh, I'm having cataract surgery tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock,
Oh.
and I would just like some positive prayers for my
Yeah.
success.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you for letting us know that.
Prayers for Jan for the surgery tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Everybody, some prayers for you, Jan. You deserve
Around
it.
9 o'clock. Thank you.
Very good.
Okay.
Too.
By
Okay.
the way, I'm also having surgery tomorrow.
Oh, you
Oh.
are? What for?
It's male-related problems.
No.
Oh,
Hard to get too specific, you know.
Okay.
yeah, all right, Harley.
Yes, Harley. Let's pray you too. Yeah.
I like to entertain you guys, but not.
Yeah. Okay, Harley. And then every week too. We'll do that. Yeah, both.
Okay.
Just a one-day in and out.
Yeah. Okay, Harley. Blessings on everything.
Thank you.
I see
Yeah.
Kathleen Abel. I haven't seen you for a while. Hello.
Hello. All right.
I'd like
Any
to
other? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you remember, I think I mentioned that my friend's kitty went missing. After 12 days, she's home.
No.
Oh,
Found. It was
Oh
kind of
my
a
gosh.
hard pull, but she's home. So thank you. I think we'll our good energy.
Girls. Good news. Good news.
Well,
Days, wow,
Oh, yeah.
wow,
Okay.
12 days, that's really something.
Any
12.
other announcements to share at this time?
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
for-
go ahead, Jerry.
yes, for our country too, and our city and our state, and everything that we're dealing with for their highest of, the highest that God can have for us, for our country, our city, our state, our world, right? Yeah.
Minnesota's going through its stuff
Yeah.
right now.
So, okay. Anybody else? Carol, did you raise your hand? Carol Gisicki? Oh, you were petting your cat. We have priorities. Alrighty. I would like to go ahead then and state the principles that we have, the Declaration of Principles. Okay. We believe in infinite intelligence, and we believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. And we affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. And we affirm that the existence and identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We believe in our universal connection in spirit and that there is communication between the spiritual and physical worlds. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule: whatsoever ye would that others do unto you, do we also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. And we affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes contained in all sacred texts. Oh, Virginia.
Yes.
Would you like to do a meditation or not, or later? I can't remember.
How about a little bit towards the end? I think I have something that'll work.
Okay, well, I welcome you to give us your wonderful message.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to speak again. And as we all know, nothing is static, everything is always in motion. The idea is whether or not, in some ways, we can be a force in our own lives as well as a force in others' lives for the betterment of whatever the situation might be. So I'd like to start off today with a picture that I found. Everybody's going to get real used to this book because this is absolutely a very fine book. I think we can all relate to that except perhaps the Florida people. But then maybe for the Florida people, it'll be a memory process.
Ah, look at that.
Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, it says, to find wisdom, listen. Okay. We sometimes forget our heads are so busy. We have so much to get done in a given day or a given week. We have a lot of things working and being around us, people and places and things. And sometimes we forget that we have to turn off the radio in our heads and hear what our environment and even potentially our friends are offering as information or perhaps just comments aware that things are going on in your life and being supportive of you. Because we sometimes forget to listen to the support that we get from many, many different places. We who have 4 paws, whether they be puppies or kitties, We know when the kitties or the puppies are in need of being touched, in need of comfort, in need of some type of connection. So they come and they tell us, they put a paw on us or they rub against us. They tell us in a way, but we have to be aware and not so busy with whatever it is that we're doing that we forget to reach our hand down and pet or let the animal come and sit with us for a minute. Most of our animals probably don't hang around for hours at a time, although we probably have a couple of couch potatoes that do. But the point is to listen to what they're offering. They don't speak, but they sometimes meow or give you soft barks that are just for you. It's not something that's wrong. It's not something that's bad. It's just, hey, I'm here. And so the point of this is to be kind of in the moment. The topic officially for my day today is that the future begins now. But if we're not aware of where now is, we're going to have a hard time taking that next step towards a future that is probably what we really want or really need. Wanting and needing are not the same kinds of things. And I have another little thing to go with this. This is a picture of a clock in Europe. It's very old. It's one of the earliest multifaceted clocks that tell all different types of things, not only the time and the season, but also the phase of the moon. And we say, hey, that's a lot of stuff. And this was something that was built and working in the 1500s. So it's just a little bit old. And yet today, we're always very happy when we get a new toy that gives us an opportunity to see more than one thing at one time. Here it says, forget your past. Let go of your future. Open to your present, as the present is a gift. And sometimes we forget that. We are running, we're moving, we're doing things, and sometimes simply stopping and listening, like the first picture, reminds us that right this minute, this is where we are, and this minute is what is going to give us the energy, the knowledge, the spiritual support, even physical support for what it is that is coming next. But if we aren't aware of where we are, picking our foot up and putting it down, we're not sure we're going to land on something solid if we're not paying attention to where we are at the moment. So the whole idea that the future is something that we have to plan for down to detail, making it absolute, no questions asked, is something that for the universe, it makes it very difficult for it to bring that future to us. Why? Because the universe has so many possibilities of being able to bring us things that if we dictate every dot and dash and every step that we're going to take towards that future, we may miss whole highways of possibilities, whole forests of beauty that we're walking past. because we are so focused on where it has to land, where it must be, what it has to look like, how many square feet it has, how, on what kind of a street, on where do we need to be? Do we need to have somebody come and pick us up? All of this kind of thing. We need to be aware that this is something that if we make all of those dots and dashes and we fix them down, even on a piece of paper, the universe, whole streets of things are going to disappear as possibilities. Again, the idea of being in the moment and taking a deep breath and going forward. It doesn't mean you don't plan for getting places. You do. But maybe you decide you're going to take a different route instead of going the way that you always go. Maybe you'll see somebody that you haven't seen in a while. Somebody that's out walking because the weather has turned fine. Oh yes, we're going to get some more cold weather. This is Duluth. It's April. Okay, I might be new to the area, but I fully expect at least 1 more inch of snow before the end of the world, of the winter. But that's okay. 1 more inch of snow, that's just a little bit more water for our gardens. That's a little bit more, how can I say, beauty. A reminder that this will provide for our flowers and it'll let our trees bloom. But the trees won't bloom today. They're in the process of absorbing the snow that came down. They're in the process of letting the earth come back alive, letting the earth become soft. And by the way, I'm not doing anything. I have a cat that's insisting on a scratch. Cats are very much of the moment. And I think that all of us who have them know. Puppies are too, a little bit less sometimes insistent than cats, but that's okay. But my cats all remind me that being in the moment, being here, being now, is the best way to prepare for the future. It's the best way to have something that will in the end fulfill what it is that we need to have done in our lives as they stand today. Our community is one where there's a great deal of knowledge, experience, memories, things that contribute to our church as a whole in terms of wisdom, love, kindness. And that's part of the thing of being in community. It isn't just a person. It isn't just a group of people, such as our council. It isn't just one small group of people. We're a community, and we all contribute to the community and contribute to our future. And as a group, when we come together for church service, this is our moment to pause, see where we are, look forward, but not necessarily plan down to the end process. Allow our energy as a group to move forward, to have healing effects, to provide support for not only our community, but the people that relate to the community, such as families and friends that we pray for, that we pay attention to, that we care for, as well as our own members, such as the people that will be having surgery this week. We will be praying for them that the energy, the universal energy, will provide them with quick recovery and successful process. Because we know that these people, all of them, contribute their energy to us as a group and make us better, make us more caring, remind us to be compassionate, remind us to be not just loving and kind, but also to be aware that everything is in our community is in flux. We're in the process of doing a lot of things as a group to solidify our group. We're looking at change for the group so that we can reach out and our future be more assured than it has been potentially in the past. That all of our group meetings by Zoom will lead to a healthy group of people once our church is back open again. And so this is part of, we can look at the church and we can say, we're going to be meeting in the church, but we're not going to dot and dash it. We're going to give it the energy, allow the universe to provide us with indeed a smooth process so that when we get to our church, we are again carefully seen and we work together, and there's going to be another group of people who perhaps have not joined us with Zoom, but will be coming back to church because they like to come to community. They like to be able to reach out and see other people. So it's future, but we are now. Our group is now, and we are in the process of working towards. We have ideas, and we ask the universe to provide us with all of the energy that we need so that we are able to do things in a better way. One of the things, again, my little book, I have a great time planning this, by the way. Okay.
What's that?
It's a drop of, I think, honey from a flower or a type of flower water, I guess. And one of the things that it's doing, it says, look at things through a different lens. Okay, we have a person that's going to have eye surgery this week so that when she is finished with her eye surgery, she will be able to see very clearly and be able to work and do all the things that she wants to be able to do with her hands around her house. All of those good things that we take for granted, many of us, but have become difficult. But there's a solution, and the solution, even though it is a little bit intimidating, or maybe somewhat intimidating, is to have surgery, okay? If we're all praying and we all offer the universe and say, universal energy, please come down, make this surgery work. We have two people. We have a person down in Florida also having surgery. And that person also needs to know that things will return to a more normal situation once the surgery is over. And we ask the universe that they be with these two people, but perhaps there are others in our community, and we can reach out universally to them. We don't need, we're lucky. We have these two people. We can see them. We know who they are. They're part of our group. So it's really easy to provide that, to say, okay, I'm going to give my energy so that the cataract operation goes smoothly. I'm going to give my energy so that the necessary surgery for Hurley, if I remember rightly, Hurley goes well and that the end result is that he has a better quality of life. Okay, so it's quality of life that is the process of changing, and we're going to all think about them. But then there are potentially others in our community that need help as well. And so I'd like to reach out and look a little bit more at the process of reaching out to community, but staying, if you want, being able to remain aware that the future is something that we need to allow the universe, we need to offer the universe the possibility of giving us all the energy, all the love, all the compassionate process that we need in order to make our lives worth living. And that's part of what our community is about. Making our lives aware, making our lives work, not just for us, but for community as well. We have to, of course, first recognize that all of this flows to community, not only from the universe as a whole, but through each of us, giving each of us a possibility of reaching out and being part of the group as a whole. We as individuals, many of us, have the possibility of reaching out and healing. We have the possibility of being aware and helpful to others. We have, and we think that we're doing it, that it's just us, because that's what we want to get done. We want to get that done because we want to give from our heart. Okay. But if we do it and we connect through our whole group, we have the possibility of truly being a force of nature for our whole group. There are lots of things with COVID going, and we're still officially in the pandemic. And I think that the pandemic actually will probably last a bit longer. But in the process of doing that, of being in the middle of the pandemic and being in the middle of our work, if you want, that we need to realize that compassion is a two-way street. We can have compassion for another person who's having a difficult time and reach out and talk to them and or listen to them, because sometimes that's the hardest part, is to listen so that they feel that they're heard. But we also need to know that when we do this as a group, such as what we do here on Sundays, that we are able to provide even more energy and more kindness and more compassion to others. I have one more picture. And this is what I'm talking about. This absolutely gorgeous river going through beautiful forest. And it says, let life live through you. Through that whole process of saying yes, universal energy, and yes to the group. Because when we do it as a group, our church can become indeed a force within our community, a force where we can reach out and be a comfort to people who need comfort. We can be helpful to people who need help. We can do many different things, but we can only do it if we're aware that we need to let life live through us. Let the future begin now. Let the future have a place where we can all enjoy being together, but not just being together, but being a community with many different facets, lots of different expertise, lots of different ideas. We're not just a single idea community, we're a multi-idea community. We come from a variety of religious backgrounds, yet we understand that the precepts that we espouse in our group are indeed valid and workable and needed in today's world. So yes, let the future begin now. Let us all hope and pray and expect the universe to provide each and every one of our members, their families, their friends, their outreach with the love, kindness, and compassion that the universe is able to provide. That our group is able to reach out and hand out and provide to our community. But since our community is not just in Duluth, we have community members a little bit sprinkled all over the country. That our group compassion, our group love, our group kindness will reach out to all of the different arms of our community, wherever they might be, in the United States or abroad. So basically, that's my message for today. I have one last thing. We can spend 5 minutes, maybe 6. And I'd like to have you simply stay with my voice if you'd like. We'll do a short meditation, kind of an in place. Let's see where we are. You can close your eyes if you wish. You can leave your eyes open. I think that if somebody needs an idea of where they might be, we can use this as a focus. Let us all see ourselves standing here at the bottom of the page on a round stone. There's a path in front of us, clearly marked, and we can take a step and say, where am I now? Take another step forward. What has changed? What around me now is different than the previous step? Being in the moment, take a deep breath, let it out, and take up your foot and move it forward one more step. One more round stone. Each round stone is a universe. What has changed now? Do you see a flower that you didn't see before? Is there a tree just starting to bloom? Maybe the grass is just beginning to grow. Enjoy being with the change. And take a deep breath and let it out. And take another step, another round stone, another universe available, another energy source that we can ask and know that we will receive everything that we need. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Be in this universe for just a half a minute. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take another step forward. Another universe. Another possibility. Actually, millions of possibilities. And allow the possibilities to come into your life. Allow that the universe is going to provide what you need so that you can move on and live your life in a manner that you really wish to be, not only for yourself, but for the people that you're immediately living with, for your friends and neighbors, for your community, whether it be the church community as a small group, or the city in which you live as a large group, so that you can be aware and ask the universe to give to your community, to you, and to those that you love, the energy that you need and the wherewithal to see the next possibility, so that in living in the moment, you'll be aware of where your next step will be. Take a deep breath and relax. Close your eyes. I think you found your way down the path. You can use the image anytime that you'd like. If you're wondering if you're on the right path, you can take a walk down the circle steps and see what each universe can provide for you. And then ask the universe to provide. It will always provide, but it is easier if you ask for what you need. Sometimes not necessarily what you want. Ask for what you need, and I think you'll find that you'll get everything that is necessary for your life. Take a deep breath and relax. Come back to the moment. Come back to our church group. Come back to our group here and enjoy the process. I think we've reached the end of our homily. If there are any questions or anybody has an idea or comment, I would be happy to hear it. And I'll let you make comments or be part of the process.
I would just ask people unmute so we can hear and we can share anything. So, okay.
That was good, huh?
Are there any questions or
Thank
comments?
you, Jerry.
Not for me. Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. No idea. Yes.
It's an alarm of some kind. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 after 11, that's where we are.
10 after 11 was good. That was excellent. That took me on a nice walk through the forest there. It was excellent. I'm Jerry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi,
thank
Jerry.
you.
How are you?
Well, doing better here now. It's better now after what we did.
What'd you
That's
do?
good. That's good.
So
Yeah.
keep up the good work. It's just always good for us. Yes.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Yes.
I enjoy providing, so I let Carol know that I'm always happy if there's a need to cover a Sunday, that I'm sure I can always find something to say.
Yes.
Too many years of teaching, what to say.
Yes, teaching sounds good. That's an excellent way to help everybody too. So I'm glad you've done that and continue to keep teaching us.
Well, it's just more awareness, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's more awareness, because then we can provide to others, and that's really where we're all at.
So
Any other comments?
I would add, this is Laura Whitney. I would add,
Hi, Laura.
hi, Virginia. What lovely images. Thank you for the beautiful images.
You're very
and
welcome.
Also the message on many levels, and also your nice, resonant, trance-inducing voice. Very nice. Anyway,
Years of practice.
lovely. Very, very, very nice. So thank you. And I kind of got a little extra message out of this. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Laura.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you as well, Virginia.
Lena, you got to unmute.
It's Carol speaking and I'm not.
Yeah,
Oh,
Carol Kesey speaking.
yes. Just
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you, Carol. I'm glad that you're there. Morning, Sue.
Unmute. Lita.
Hi, Laura. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I think Lita's trying to unmute. I'm doing great, and I appreciate all continued support. I'm done with two more. I got two different. Well, I have two different kinds of chemo. I'm 2 into the last one. I got 2 more to go. That has not been too bad, so that's great. Then I get a little radiation after this whole deal. But the gift for me has been to be home, which I've not been much. My husband's working in the background. We're completely remodeling our kitchen, and some other things. And it's just so nice, because I think what that will do is just going to help us support us in what we end up doing in the future. And I do not quite know what that is, but I am asking. So it's good. Thank you.
Okay.
You're looking chipper, Carolyn Sheets.
Thank you. I'm still on my roller coaster, so I never know how the day is going to go, but I'm glad to be here. And
Nice.
Virginia, I was just reflecting on a comment. You have an amazing background, of which, you know, you've talked with us with the widest brush strokes on this, in this group, which is great. You know, we'd have to be here a couple hours to hear it all, I'm sure. And it just occurred to me that you really could make yourself available as a coach or a guide for individuals or for groups on a short-term basis or a long-term basis. You know, you really I don't know if have you ever done that in the past?
Yes, I have. I mean, I did it when I was much younger, but then I've done a lot of teaching at various levels from grade school through university. And so the most recent time I haven't done as much as I would have liked to, but the situation wasn't conducive to it. One of the things I wanted to do in moving and coming to Duluth was to reacquaint myself with the background that I really believe is my path in life. I am very, I welcome anybody that wants to call me or needs or would like to chat. I'm a pretty good listener most of the time. I try very hard. And in being a good listener, sometimes it's you hear things differently than the person who's experiencing them. And sometimes having listened, then you're able to provide a different view of what the problem appears to be, and then give the individual something a different way, perhaps an out for something, to be able to be more useful to them, rather than apparently beating on a door. You might find that there's a window open, and the window will let you open it and give you fresh air. And then in giving you fresh air, give you an opportunity to see that there's more to that door than what you thought you were beating on. That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I like to do. So
Well, thank you, because it's good to have that in our minds. And it's, you know, as the Aquarian age energies move in more and more, we're more and more in groups, or about groups, or with groups, or for groups. And you were noting that, and for the group to move in a cohesive way together is part of our opportunity now to really be different, really work in or live in more attunement to our groups. And so I appreciated that. Thank you so much, Virginia.
Anytime. Happy to provide. The universe definitely, I think, brought me here. It was difficult, and it still isn't final, but it'll be what it is when it finally lands. And so I'm in the process of trying to find a new place to live, and not having been here for very long, that makes it a little difficult, but it's only difficult. It's not impossible, right? So just because
and you do have a group here. You have a group.
Yes, I had a phone call the other day, and somebody said, "Oh, somebody told me that there was an apartment." Well, connect to the apartment. So I did. It wasn't exactly what I needed it to be, but it was the universe telling me the energy is there. You just have to keep asking. And so I keep asking every day. I have a candle that I keep on my altar, a very small altar at the moment, but you know, that's the idea, is that it's an altar that says, this is my universe process. It's an altar that allows me to stop and remember that I'm not alone, and that I can reach out and provide, just like the kitties. When I'm upset, they all come one after the other, and I've got 4 beauties, and so they each provide a different kind of thing. Just like each of our members in our group, whether they're in Florida or they're here in Duluth with us, They each provide something. It's nice to know that it's already 80 degrees down south. And we're happy with 50. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, 50. Of course, tomorrow it's only going to be 30 or 35, but it'll be all right. Okay, anybody else?
I'm wondering what Carolyn Condrath has drawn for us today.
Oh, that's
I
right.
am so full of Virginia's everything, images, colors, everything. One thing I have to say is, for some reason, when you mentioned, the animals, so here at the end of the talk, I'm looking for my mouse for the computer,
Uh-huh.
and she has wandered off. I mean, I'm sitting in this area with there's a lot of stuff around me, I have to admit, but my mouse has wandered off. I just want to tell you, Virginia, that although you did mention all the kitties and all the doggies and, the poor, I think this universe that this church especially kind of navigates it is so inclusive and so complex and simple. I mean, it goes from, anyway, I love you all. And okay, so here's my image.
Okay.
It's
Sweet.
kind of, yeah, I'll let you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
You offered us so much, Virginia, that, it was coming out with your jewelry and your shapes and the colors behind you. So thank you. It was wonderful.
Well, thank you. I'm happy that I keep doing this because I had lost, if you want, my jewelry, and some of it I make. What I have on today, I make. Jewelry such as my rings, I don't make. I haven't progressed that well in making jewelry to do that. But I thought I'd lost it all. I thought it had all disappeared, and it turned up relatively recently. And so now every day I put something else on, just so that I can enjoy having it. And I wanted a sun today, and this is a handmade bead that I put with pearls that have same colors in it. And then I made little tiny earrings, little round circle earrings. The idea is to remember for me that everything is a circle. And so we keep coming back, and we come back, and we come back. In reality, it's a spiral. And it's the kind of thing that the universe can provide for each of us, a spiral of energy, so that we have what we need. We're with the people that we need to be with at the time, and that's how it works. So
Yes.
thank you. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece. Is it possible for you to take a snapshot of it, like with your phone, and maybe
Sure. Want me to email it to you, or
either email it to me or email it to Carol? I mean, Carol, I think that we would
my
all
easiest way to
benefit
do things,
from, we
if
would
I know
all
your-
benefit
if I
from
know your
having a
phone number.
copy of your beautiful drawings after church every week, because you bring such energy, and it's like it becomes the round ball, if you
Well,
want.
It's been fun. Virginia, I'll be glad to take a picture of it. If I get your phone number to fax it, to send it in the phone, that's my easiest way of doing it, I think. I can, text it to you, when it texts.
Sure.
Does that work?
Do you want me just to give it to you now?
If you don't mind.
Okay.
What's your?
The phone number is 346 275 7497.
Okay. And so when we're finished here, I'll try to take a photo of it, and then I'll text it to you.
Right. And my email is vjhurley@gmail, and it's part of the group email. You'll find it on the group email. Carol has included me on the group email. And so if you need my email address, if you get into our notification, you'll find that there's the whole list of everybody, and I'm on that list. So
Okay, thank you.
feel free to contact me. Not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Virginia.
You're welcome. Can I help anything else, or Carol? I think we have some closing
Okay.
items.
Yes, we do. I first would like to say thank you to everyone for your donations to the church, and just feel free to continue to send them to 1414 East 9th Street, 55805. I'm there almost every day. And I would like to say the church affirmation, which is, we totally accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. We know that as our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all the members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. Virginia, did you want to do a benediction, or else I can do the usual?
I'll let you do the usual because it's a very lovely benediction.
All right. It is. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And I say thank you for being here. Just an idea, if board members want to meet after, we could stay on. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, if you want to continue to talk and share whatever for a while, it's up to you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week. And we'll see those who do the Unity book study tonight and on One Life. And the day goes on. It's a beautiful day. Okie doke, what should we do? We'll say goodbye to everybody then, and have a great week, everybody.
Everybody
you.
have a good
Hey,
week.
Sue Brewer, Sue,
Yes.
how are you?
Good, I'm hanging in there.
You're looking rather slim these days.
Well, I've lost so many pounds, so.
I hope you're well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
More
Lots
energy
of-
than I can
Lots
handle.
of sunshine and exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lita, how are you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, good. You're
Uh-huh.
looking healthy.
Yep, yep. Anxious to get outside and clean up the yard more.
Yeah. Well, the weather's improving, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
I kind of miss it up there in the north, seeing the change of seasons and all.
Oh,
Yeah.
when are you coming back here?
I'll miss the cold, but yeah. Well, I'm kind of expecting. I'm going to be traveling to friends and family from June, July, August. So I'll be up there during that period.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Because
Yeah,
we
spend a little
miss
time
you.
with you guys. What?
We miss you.
Oh, I miss you all. Yeah, that's was my home for 15 or 16 years,
Mm-hmm.
The longest I've spent in almost any one place.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's unique to me. Okay, well, I guess I'll leave you all.
We'll see you next week, Harley.
Yeah,
And we'll be
see you.
sending prayers to you for your medical thing.
Thank you.
And you too, Laura, every week.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
God bless.
All right.
Absolutely, Laura.
All
And
the-
Carolyn.
Bye-bye.
Carolyn, yes, Carolyn.